Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19, and today we begin the semi-final of the D88.com German Masters against the jester from Leicester, Mark Selby. In today's episode we'll be playing the first 4 frames, getting up to the mid-session interval, and then in Monday's episode we will see who will conquer this match. Is it going to be Selby or Robertson? And the good news is, as far as form goes, we are certainly the man in form against Mark Selby. The last 4 matches we've played, all of which have been played this season, we've beat Mark Selby. We beat him in the Shanghai Masters quarterfinal, also beat him in the Indian Open last 16. We beat him in our first ranking event win of the season in the China Championship, and we also beat him in the Northern Ireland Open semi-final, which of course we also went on to win. So it seems to be a bit of a good omen to beat Mark Selby, and given he is the top man in the world, it's not too much of a surprise, and a little bit of a coincidence I suppose, that while this is happening, we'll have just seen the first session of the semi-final of the Tour Championship between these two, which obviously is in real life. I think it's tomorrow anyway. In fact, I'm sure it's tomorrow. Yeah. And then the other one between Ronnie O'Sullivan and either Judd Trump or Barry Hawkins, because of course I'm recording this on Thursday evening, not quite before that second session, so we don't know who's gone through yet. However, I'm really looking forward to the snooker, the World Championships that is. I've been really enjoying watching the Tour Championship, what I could watch this week, and of course the Formula 1's back this weekend, MotoGP's back this weekend, we had Cheltenham races last week. Things are really kicking back into life, and that pleases me. Just don't mention the football. Because that is not worth mentioning. But we've even got the Masters Golf coming up in the next few weeks, so a lot to get our teeth into. And we've got Selby into an early snooker there. But as you would expect, doesn't give anybody an easy chance to get out of it, in terms of not leaving a pot on. So we're going to play this a little bit thicker, and aim to get this red ball moved more towards the pack. That didn't really work too much, but to be honest, we're pretty safe. So I'll take that. But it was a good escape from that snooker from Mark. Looking at the speed he went into those reds in, I thought he'd never pull that off, but he did. And where's the cue ball going? He's either had some good luck here, or he's playing some excellent safety. Bit of a tense start to this semi-final. Almost like a bit of a shot to nothing here. Doesn't turn out to be though. I thought it might have gone with a bit more power to go away from the pocket. But I think we had to go for that. We were going to struggle to play a safety there, and there's only one winner from that, and that is Mark Selby. And he's going to get the first chance. Played 2 great safety shots. Should have given a little bit more, to be honest. We shouldn't have just gone for the first chance we saw. But it was going to be difficult to play safe from that position, knowing that the one red had come out that we tried to pot. But this isn't an easy chance. The black's tied up. The pink's in a bit of an awkward angle. You're going to get a cannon with all the reds. But it's not worked out too bad in the end. And he's really opened up the pack there. Got a bit of luck. That cannon really could have stopped the break if he hadn't have been on this pink. But he's played very well. And even from this early stage in frame 1, you'd suggest that it's probably Selby's frame to lose now.
18.
I think we've got 7 tournaments left after this one. But based on how well we've been playing this season, that could still be a lot of episodes.
24. 25.
But I don't think, from memory, I'll be skipping any of the main tournaments for the rest of the year. There's stuff like Championship League I'm not going to be playing in. That's the only thing I'm not bothered about. But everything else, I will be playing in. Because we want to win them. Well, everything that's left is a ranking event. Apart from the Championship League.
31.
And this would be a great tournament to win.
36.
Get all three of the Masters on the tour onto the trophy cabinet. Of course, we won the Shanghai Masters last season. We won the Dapperbet Masters in Season 2.
42.
So it'd be great to win the German Masters in Season 3. But a bit of a mistake there. Sorry, Season 4, I should say. But a bit of a mistake there from Selbs. Which you rarely see. But he's played the honourable shot and played a safety. Now, I can see a half chance there. But I'm very against playing that because the way the balls are at the moment, and if we go into them, then there's a big chance that we could leave a big chance for Selby. Did we miss that? Did we miss that red? Or did we hit it very thin? I don't think we hit that. No, we did. So it's a good shot, to be honest, that. Or is he playing a plant? Well, he's potted the red. I don't know if he intended that or not, but it's a good pot nonetheless. But I don't think he did intend it. Maybe as a shot to nothing, perhaps. Because he's played the safety straight after. But that is a strange old shot there. Not a kind of usual Selby shot. He's not only left one onto the middle, but he's left this long pot on. And I'm amazed at that. That is a Selby shocker. And our opponents lately have actually played quite well, funnily enough. The Mark Allen match, Judd Trump, even the Hawkins match all played very well. But in some tournaments, the quality of the AI has been really poor, which has definitely helped. Ultimately, you can't stoop to their level because they'll always take a chance in the end. So you've just got to try and take your chances when they come. And hopefully that's something we're going to do by stealing this first frame.
13.
No, I don't think any of these reds are in play. So we might have to get adventurous here. The closer to that middle pocket we can get, the better. Might have to be forced to play one up the cush then.
I know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
We could always play safe. There is that to it.
That's not bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect.
I think I'm going to play safe here, you know.
19.
I'm going to play safe. Because the angle is that tight. I don't know if he's going to choose to put this in. I'm really not sure. I might have misjudged it. I don't know. But the angle is that tight. I don't think it cuts into that middle pocket.
Neil Robertson.
Probably be proven wrong, though, here. No, he's just played safe for Selby himself. And he's played a shot that we'd usually play, to be honest. Whereby, you know, that ball is safe. You don't need to mess with it. And that's something we usually do. And hit it too soft, don't put it in a safe position, and end up giving our opponent a chance. But Selby with two poor safeties in a row. Play our cards right here. We could just knock one of these reds into a potable position. It's worth a go.
7.
Okay. Well, this is a risk. Most certainly. Try and play it as soft as possible. Although, of course, if this misses, Selby has a chance.
He fancies this red.
Big risk, this.
Oh, so close. You needed some luck.
And those are the risks you have to take sometimes, and it really hasn't worked out well.
7.
Some poor shot choices from both in this frame, but I think that one might just cost us. There's something that Selby doesn't tend to do, and this is very much his persona in real life. He makes his opponent work for chances, and we had quite a few there.
3.
And I know I said I didn't see him missing early on in the frame, but certainly can't see it now.
7.
He hasn't snookered himself, has he? No, he hasn't. I thought for a second, I thought surely not.
8.
But this black will do it, and he's got the black. So Selby is going to take first blood in this match. To be honest, we should have made some better decisions in that frame. Wasn't your standard one visit frame that we're so used to recently. But we have been winning some of the scrappy frames as well. But that is certainly one that doesn't apply to that recent trend.
29.
And as you can see in the end, Selby comes out the victor by quite a substantial amount.
35.
It's going to be a good clearance if he can pop the tight black. A clearance of 42. And it's enough to win the win the frame comfortably. And of course, take the lead.
Well played.
So we got him snookered with our first break shot. What's he going to do to us here? Well, you wouldn't expect Selby to do that. He's hit the blue. That's a bit of a shock.
This looks to be a pretty simple safety here.
So it creates an interesting dynamic for the frame, whereby the blue and the brown are both off their spots. Interesting.
Great shot. That's a really good safety.
That was a good shot, clearly. If it gets Dave Hendon's appreciation, and the crowd. And the crowd, of course. Just don't play anything stupid. Well, we've knocked the blue a bit further off its spot, but that's no problem. There's no potters any sort on here. Red's all closely in that pack.
This is an intriguing safety battle.
It is an intriguing safety battle, and neither player is giving anything up. So it's going to be a really solid shot or a snooker that's going to open this up, I would say. Because Selby's not the type really to take on a half chance. And I can see why sometimes we are a bit too guilty of doing that and letting our opponent in. This could be a good shot. It's got a bit more pace on it, this has. It's gone past the green. Is this going to be Mark Selby in a bit of trouble?
He's played that very well.
It is. Mark Selby's in a snooker. Is he going to navigate this one as successfully as the last frame?
Well, that's not worked out quite as he intended it to.
Not worked out quite as he intended to. It's not easy. Not easy to get a pot from here.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Really
But
nice
it's there.
landing, Red.
Good shot on the red. You could tell I was a bit nervous about playing that. So I didn't commit fully. However, if it hadn't gone in, then we would have still left a chance. So whether we'd have whacked that or not, it didn't really make a difference.
The left corner pocket.
But we are in here. We got a bit of a chance.
Queuing.
And the black is on this time. Looks probably to be a bit more of an orthodox frame. Looks I'm being a bit posh. I mean normal. So just tap the red in. Black's on its spot, so nothing out of the ordinary on this one.
4. 11.
Just always a tight squeeze in positions like this sometimes. Hoping we don't hit the black on the way through, but I'm fearing we will. Yep, we do. It's okay actually, it's come off the cushion.
Good for a colour.
It's in a decent position.
12.
Gives them a bit more leverage for the next red as well, so that's okay.
19.
wants to pot that red because the other one would be a little bit more awkward, so no harm, is there? However, we've got into our old trick of having to play off a cushion, and a cushion causes uncertainty. And we've done, as I alluded to, our old classic yet again. So, trying to play safety of our own here. Cue ball in behind the black, or if it runs over, doesn't really matter. Doesn't leave a pot on, but we should have done a bit better with that chance, I think.
27.
But at least we knew when to quit. Put our opponent in a little bit of trouble. Please then return the favour. Bit of a half chance on here.
So close, but he's
Just missed, but we are back up to the bulk, and we're going to get a bit of a favour. I don't think we are. I think there's a gap. There's always a gap. Nope, there's not. What's he doing here? Just played up to the red, which is a bit of a crafty way of doing things, if you ask me. So the objective here is to go into the pack as soft as possible, but this is, as I say, a bit of a crafty shot from old Selbs. Played that a bit too hard. Far too hard, actually.
Selby 4.
Push shot.
Play on here.
That's interesting. Did we? I suppose we should have played away from that ball, and we did hit it, I think. That was the idea. Interesting. So giving away a few points and maybe the whole frame, but that really, I guess, required Mark Selby to be touching ball there, or else it would have just failed.
Selby 8.
But that was a bit of a waste of time, given the chance he's just had, and he's, in my book, just trying to play silly buggers now.
Well, not the best safety there.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
And I'll tell you what, we're just playing along. We are just playing along. We look like an idiot. You know, two terrible shots.
Nice position on the black.
1. 8.
This hasn't been the best start for us. Really hasn't.
9.
First frame, you can forgive it. But this frame, it's been typical Selby grit, and well, he's got the chance now. I'd probably put money on him winning this in this visit. Bit hesitant after the last one, after he threw it away potentially, but didn't in the end because we couldn't capitalise.
$24. 31. 32.
But the main aim, we pretty much say in every video, I'm surprised we've got 20 minutes in and not said it yet. Main aim in these 4 frames, in these sessions, is to get 1 frame on the board. I can deal with being 3-1 behind, particularly in a match of 11 frames, best of 11. Best of 9, 3-1's a tough one to come back from, but in a best of 11, it's certainly not all over at 3-1. 4-0 and we start to struggle. That's why I really want a frame out of this. At the least, if we can come back after this at 2 each, then awesome. But at least 1 frame, that's the worst case. If we go 4-0 down, then we try and deal with it, but it is a bit of a long way back from there, particularly if that first frame after the interval doesn't go our way.
55.
Just a red and a colour, provided it's bigger than the yellow, and the way he's been playing, it's going to be a high colour, high scoring. Ooh, that was a bad shot. What on earth has he played? Well, that's a bit of a glitch, isn't it? Selby's just
And Find the cue.
ran along the table.
Nicely.
Goodness knows what's happened there. But with that green, he does win the frame off foot. He definitely didn't get his cue into that shot. Pulled up far too easy with the red, but he got away with it. And that is going to be the frame. And then the reason I'm letting him play on here is because he can make a century, so I'm not going to rain on that parade.
56.
He can't now make a century, but I'd be cruel to rob him of a 90-odd break.
72. 74.
So a break of 99 on,
81.
but really needed that green to win the frame, so nobody would disagree, I don't think, that he played that green ball.
92.
Avoid a century, but definitely win the frame, and a cracking clearance there, a 99, all from that, you know, shot saga and him trying to just play up to one of the reds, and we played along. We played along with it, and Selby got his rewards.
This lead will be a concern. He needs to settle
So,
down a bit here.
I don't think we've got into our stride at all yet. We just need a bit of a scoring chance. We had a little bit of one at the start of that frame. Didn't really get into it. It was a bit of a poor chance. So we just need one chance. And I think we're back into this because we know that we do play well. Shouldn't snatch at chances, I agree. But this is a good chance to get on the board.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
And that just about sums up the way things are going at the moment.
1.
Black's not on, but it's not, again, it's not abysmal. We can do something with this.
Going for it. That's a beauty.
6.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. What a top shot that is.
Quality cueing there.
We're going to have to rely on the blue a lot here
7.
if we are going to make this into a good break. But at the moment it's just too early to try and whack open the reds, because if it does go wrong then you've got to play a whopper of a safety.
12.
I think we make sure of these two at least and see how we go from there.
This in gently.
Ooh, that angle's not good at all.
13.
I think we'll call it there, to be honest, with that break. Great chance behind this brown ball to
I think he's
force a
looking at
snooker.
behind the brown here.
With the brown being off its spot. We haven't got him into a snooker, I don't think. No, you can still see that one red. So that's a bit of a disappointment.
Neil Robertson, 13.
So we just get into a longer safety battle now of just trying to, you know, tap the red and see who really makes the first mistake, which more than likely is to be us. But that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Easy snookered this time. Nope, you can still see a red. He's had a bit of a double kiss here. That won't help. This is a big shot to take on, but if it works out,
He's looking to pop
we're
this
in here.
into the left corner pocket.
Excellent pot, but where's the
Not the
position?
best split.
1.
Again, just sums bar day so far. So we're going to have to, I think we're just forced to play. Got to get this right this time. Right and behind the brown ball. We played that pretty much bang on at the right pace. Looks a bit pacey though. It's okay.
Brilliantly played.
That's okay.
Neil Robertson, 1.
And play this wrong, and I think this should be our frame. He's just tried to play one red there, and, well, he's left a good enough potting chance, so I can't argue with that.
Well, he's left an opportunity here.
Bloody hell. Wow. Just trying to play that delicately so we were on the blue.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
How delicately do you want to play it though?
1.
So it doesn't drop? Well, there you go. Selby's just morphing into some strange character here. He's really taking the mick. Oh, he's sat on the table now. Interesting. But he's made that a lot harder than I wanted it to be quite honest. But, no, this is becoming a real struggle all of a sudden for us. Struggling to get points. This run against Selby might just be over. Real sort of shot to nothing here. And it's not worked out terribly. I mean, it's left a chance, but it could have been worse. Could have been worse. There wasn't much we could have played there without swerving the cue ball. And he's just going to play safe himself. And I think we're the real winner from that. Amazing, given the opportunity Selby had that he elected to play a safety and play one that was that bad. So, very much a get out of jail free card there, no question.
1.
Trouble is, I don't like any of these pots. I don't like anything on this table. We have to go for the blue, aren't we?
He's taking it on.
I just don't like it at that angle. And that's why.
Not this time. Close,
And that's
but
why
missed.
we've made a right mockery of that. And this just isn't our day so far at all.
Robertson, 1.
If I could hit the start button and restart, I would. But this isn't great. It really isn't. We're just not on our game. I don't know why.
7.
But then you're allowed one bad game. But this has been extraordinarily bad. We've had a few chances. It's not like we haven't had them. And that was probably our most solid scoring chance. And we didn't really make anything from it.
14. 15. 22. 23.
Pace is critical here.
29. 30. 37. 38.
Done a lot of sitting down so far in our chair. When we haven't, we've not really been in the flow.
45.
So it is almost DRM, disaster recovery mode.
46.
We need a frame really after this. And at 3-1, it's not terrible. And we can forget this session ever happened. But I think at 4-0, we might just have a bit of a doom or gloom feel going into the next one. But we've had some brilliant comebacks this season, particularly in the English Open, where we were 7-3 down to John Higgins and ended up winning that match 9-7. So if we have enough grit and determination, and of course the luck, the opportunities, it is doable. But at the moment, we are struggling in this match. It is best of 11, so still plenty of time to get back into it at 3-0 down. It's not a massive concern, the scoreline. The issue is more how we're playing, and if we can't get one on the board before the end of today, as I say, we might struggle to get back into this. Let's see, though. We know Selby's won this frame, but let's just give it our all in the next frame. Think a bit more about these shots, and basically just try our best to ensure we win it. Play
69.
like Selby does himself.
Frame
We'll concede the frame there.
Mark Selby.
So Selby takes 3 out of 3.
The frame in the bag.
3 scrappy frames. None of them
Thank you, the fourth
one
frame.
visit affairs.
Mark Selby to break.
Once again, he's just left a bit of a, almost just a, well, just an attempt to red out. So let's just move that over to the other side of the table and bring the cue ball back up to bulk. That's not a bad shot. Yep, good safety there. Because that is not a good safety and leaves the red on.
He's tempted by this red.
So pot this and we're in first. That's all you ask for in a frame like this. Got to treat it like a decider almost.
1.
Played that too hard though, so not ideal.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
That's okay.
5.
We're on 1 or 2 balls here. How privileged are we? Was an ambitious shot, admittedly, to try and get onto the red, but it worked.
6.
It sure worked. And I think we just have to go for the jugular here.
A lot of power. That's a good split.
Pray for a bit of luck in terms of position. I think we've certainly got 1 ball I can see that will go. That's 2.
13.
Our first chance here. First real chance where the balls are at our mercy. Then hopefully we can take full advantage. And as I said, at 3-1, it's not been a terrible session. Good frame in frame 5 and get back to 3-2 and you don't even remember this happened.
A delicate touch required here.
Nicely on the blue.
21.
It's still a tough frame to win though, this. Few little chances for us to go for, but I guess there's some
26.
chance for development here, but this is still, again, a tricky chance. So I feel like we need another split at some point.
Looking to run this along the cushion.
Impressive shot with the rest.
Foldsy liked that one. We are accumulating points here, something we haven't done much of in other frames so far. It's nice to finally have some confidence to know we can pot the ball once in a while. Again, just try and open these a second time round.
That's a great split. He'll be unlucky.
And that's a much better split. That opens things up.
42.
They're going to be able to pot the ball though, so let's just have a look. You know, the worst thing we could do is miss here. It should be okay. Yeah, it's right in the pocket. You do lose some confidence for sure when when you're in a bit of bad form in frames and you start to question yourself. Oh, does that go? Does it not? And we've played that a bit too hard. We wanted to play the pink into the centre pocket, but it didn't quite work out. Now, the bit of luck we'll get off this cushion, I just feel it, is for us to end up behind the brown, but no, that's okay. Don't run too far.
He
Don't
really
look
looks
too
in
far.
fine form at the moment.
Oh, that's just about okay. Just about. Could be no so much worse.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
So a little bit more flow to our play, a little bit more confidence, but still looking a little bit edgy. Still a bit fragile.
54.
But a break of 54 so far. Been no sign of Selby stopping us. Got a miss before he has a chance of that. Only person I think who can beat ourselves in this frame now is ourselves. And getting our first one on the board
60.
before the end of the session, it's going to be a big help. If it ends like this. You think it should do, but just never know
Well,
with
he
snooker.
lost the
Not
key
over
ball
till
a
it's
touch.
over.
Would have wanted that under better control, really.
68.
Bit loose that, admittedly. This red stud should still be alright though to the middle. And if we pop that,
Tricky pot coming
we'll
up.
get our first one of the day.
That's a great pot.
So good stuff.
69.
Got the chance to make a century as well here, so you know we've got a real chance to boost our confidence going into Monday's session. Still a bit of a way back, but a lot better than we were just 10 minutes ago. If we can make a century break, we prove to ourselves that we're still in the match and still in the hunt to make the final. Whoa, it's a bit loose. Thought we'd missed that pink then.
83.
But by matter of fact, it was okay.
This is very important.
Nice.
But this certainly feels a lot better than we were earlier. We couldn't have got much worse, I suppose. I suppose it's easy to say if you whack the balls open, you've got every chance.
91.
Still a chance of a very credible 1-3-4 on here.
92.
Which of course would be a full clearance to the table if we can pot the remaining balls.
Slot this into the middle pocket. No issues there.
So that's now down to a 1-3-3. But as long as we make a century here,
Just wants this to
not really
drop
too
gently
bothered.
into the pocket.
So this blue will give us a
Nicely
ton.
positioned for the yellow here.
99.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
And it's there. So there's definitely lies still on us. Very much had to play that like a decider. And we made sure we got a
Colours
chance.
to go.
And when we got one, we took it. So 5 balls left on the table.
106.
If we anything like we have been on the ones before them, we've got a good chance to clear this table.
Good enough.
And go into the next session, albeit with a 2-frame deficit, but we've won on the board. We've work to do,
109.
but big improvement shown from earlier on.
No real problem here.
113.
Like anything,
Well,
like
no
football,
surprises here with the long pot attempt.
applies with snooker. If you can get one back,
Beautiful striking.
you tend to still be in it.
180.
But if you're not troubling their defences, they might as well have a deck chair and chill. But just this black, which is one of the easiest blacks you'd ever pot, for a very credible clearance of 131, the highest break, of course, at the match. And that is where the session is going to end. So, a bit of a poor one by our standards. We usually tend to keep it at 2 each. But it presents a bit of a different challenge than we've had in videos for a little bit of a while now. But a very good clearance there. And you'll be able to see on Monday whether we can continue the fight back and get ourselves into the final of the German Masters. We'll just watch Mark Selby's safety shot, then save the game and go back to the main menu. But that is it for today's episode, folks. If you enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a like down below. It always helps out the videos and getting this video to a new audience, albeit nearly 200 parts in. And leave a comment as well with your thoughts. Remember to subscribe to regular Snooker 19 content on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday at 6 PM. And until Monday's video, thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend. Lots of sports on this weekend, so make sure you enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you all bright and late. I was going to say bright and early, but that doesn't work. Bright and late, because the clocks will have gone forward by then. At 6 o'clock on Monday for the next video. Thank you for your company today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.